4 or 5 kids run back in their trailer, and then the tornado hit it and they were gone.
I've never been through this, and I don't wish it on anybody.
Baby like this shouldn't be in the rain and cold.
But everybody's lost so much, and it still keeps continuing to rain.
I have never experienced anything like this. I didn't even imagine that it was going to be this catastrophic like this.
This is Houston, Texas, America's 4th largest city. Much of it is now under floodwater. Streets and neighborhoods swamped after one of the heaviest downpours in US history. More than 76 centimeters of rain has fallen since Friday, when Hurricane Harvey made landfall. And it hasn't stopped. The deluge is incessant. The floodwaters continue to rise, destroying lives and livelihoods.
Water is probably another 4 inches since I was here a couple hours ago.
Emergency services are at breaking point, unable to cope.
Very eerie. Your stuff's floating around. You know it's all lost on the bottom floors, and you're trying to save anything you can. So it's a real heartache, and it's something that we'll live with forever.
So it's up to communities to help each other.
It's just heartbreaking. I look at these homes, and a lot of elderly people live in these houses. So, in fact, one couple is back there, and I don't know if y'all got him out or not, but they did not want to leave. They were up in the upper bedroom and did not want to leave. So I just hope we can, once this all drains off, we can rebuild. But I know it's going to take a long time.
Alice, can you hold Abby?
Thanks for rescuing me. Thanks.
Neighbor, rescuing neighbor.
Well, I feel that, you should help your neighbor. I feel that it's the right thing to do. I feel that these people would do the same thing for me if you grew up around here.
You need a hand?
The disaster is unfolding on an epic scale.
It's been a long time since I've been able to do that.
The storm is generating an amount of rain that would normally be seen only once in more than 1,000 years.
Look at the creek. Oh my God.
No mass evacuation of the city was ordered because it was deemed to be too dangerous to have millions of fleeing cars.
The neighbors came over from across the street, thank God, and helped me get my dog Lexi and myself out and my 4 cats. That I was only able to take 1 cat with me and Lexi, and the other 3 are in the back of their house in crates. I hope they're okay.
Are you glad to be leaving, even though this is your home?
Yes, I'm glad to be going to my parents' home where I grew up, but I'm devastated. That everybody's lost so much, and it still keeps continuing to rain.
Houston wasn't in the direct path of the hurricane, so residents were advised to stay and prepare. But how do you prepare for this?
Now the problem up here, we're going to have to get you out.
This truck had to be towed to safety.
There's water in your car. What was it like in there?
We got flooded in, and it was just bad after that. It came so fast, I didn't know what else to expect. So I'm just happy I'm here right now. So
in the back, the driver's mother, a patient who needs hospital care.
I have 3 feet of water in my house. 3 feet in my bed, in my hospital bed at the house, because I'm bedridden. There's water in all the beds in the house. We've lost every strip of furniture, every couch, everything.
Others wade through the water with all the possessions they can carry or push.
What have you got in all these bags? What have you just had to do?
Clothes, my daughter's clothes, my wife's clothes. That's about it. A couple cans of food. That's it.
Even for a city that is used to hurricanes and storms, this is unprecedented. Rescue services are at breaking point, barely able to cope.
There's plenty of people. I mean, there's countless amounts of people. I mean, we've probably done like 30 or 40 by ourselves only. And you're talking about you got like 10, 12 boats, and you got huge dump trucks working at the same time, non-stop.
And you just tried to rescue a lady with her dogs, but what happened?
We got to her home. I think she had a little small pit in a kettle. That one didn't make it. I mean, it drowned, and the other 2 were up on furniture.
Emergency centres are taking more than 1,000 calls per hour. But dealing with the ongoing crisis means there's little time to go and search for more victims. Entire communities arrive at evacuation centres. Even these are stretched to breaking point, and they're barely able to cope with the influx.
JG! Got him! All right, buddy. Good job, buddy. Hey, just watch him for me.
Swing him over. There it is.
Awesome. There you go.
All
Good
right,
job.
Turn your foot. Turn your foot, buddy. Turn your foot, buddy.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
You got
Good
it.
job.
You're
Come
on
on.
the ladder now.
I've never experienced anything like this. I didn't even imagine that it was going to be this catastrophic like this. This is horrible. I have my 2-year-old. He told me he was scared.
My shoes are so heavy. I put on socks on, wash their hair.
This is the first time we even seen how much water it has been, so it's crazy. That's all I can say.
What was it like to be rescued like this?
A blessing. That's it. A blessing. It was just a blessing to be rescued. Unbelievable. It was just unbelievable. Can't believe it. We never experienced anything like this.
I'm holding up fine. I'm trying to help these people. You know, I'm tired, but it's worth it.
I mean, you're holding an infant. This has got to be a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, especially. A baby like this shouldn't be in the rain and cold.
Houston is known as the city of the bayou. It's crisscrossed by 1,700 miles of channels and creeks, all unable to cope with the relentless rain, causing the floodwater to keep rising. On Friday, the warnings were in place. Officials knew about Harvey's potential for devastation. It was predicted to be a monster storm.
You may think that the initial surge is something that you will be able to deal with. What you don't know and what nobody else knows right now will be the magnitude of flooding that will be occurring over the coming days in the aftermath of the initial surge. If you wait until you realize how serious this condition is, you likely will find that it's too late for you to be able to evacuate.
Texan towns directly in Harvey's path were ordered to evacuate.
It's okay, it's okay. Gotta help him, right?
And those who chanced to remain stocked up. It's a well-rehearsed drill, but always a gamble. flee or stay and tough it out. For some, it's a decision they nearly came to regret.
What happened? How was it last night?
Very scary, very scary. We debated on leaving, and then we thought, well, we'll go ahead and stay. And then they said it was going to be a Cat 4, but it was the winds were whistling, and you could just, it sounded like a tornado. If you opened the door, it was just a roaring, just a horrendous roar.
We've got lots of trees down back there, more trees over on the side. Part of the fence is gone over there. But if you look around, everybody has got damage. Everybody.
And we thought we had it bad, but there's a lot of them got it a lot worse.
Many Texans are now in temporary accommodation, in makeshift shelters. They've watched helplessly as their homes and lives were wrecked by one of the fiercest storms to hit the region.
A tree came flying through somebody else's yard and knocked the RV out up in the air. And then I got the dogs in the house, and by then the tornado had lifted up the ponies and taken them. And I seen the other family that was with like 4 or 5 kids run back in their trailer, and then the tornado hit it and they were gone. And like 2 more came across the other side coming the other way, and they cut a path going this way. And everybody that was in that area, if they were in the homes, there's no way they could have survived because the homes were leveled to foundations.
Margaret? That's me. All right. Mallory? Mallory's a blown.
It's okay.
The whole house was gone by the morning, and it lasted for like all night. Like, I don't understand. And our houses were gone. Everybody's houses were gone. I still got friends out there that I don't even know if they're all right. You know what I mean? I guess everybody made their decision, and it was to stay, which was the worst decision they possibly could have made. Like, we're all lucky to be alive. I can guarantee you that.
According to some forecasts, when it does stop, Harvey will have dumped more than 4.5 million litres of water for every man, woman and child in southeastern Texas. But for now, there is no end in sight to the misery. Another 61 centimetres of rainfall is expected. And that means the floodwaters will not recede anytime soon. And it's only when they do that the real cost of this disaster will be known.